you transitioned into becoming an affiliate and becoming a coach. So talk a little bit about how you did that and what was the process in how you were able to actually take this from theory to monetizing it?
Yeah. So originally I came up under guys like Ramit Sethi and Tim Ferriss was like a big hero of mine. And I would follow, like, you kind of remember like blogs 1.0, that was how you generate leads, and everybody had a blog, and that started to die out. And then social media started to be big. I really took off on Facebook because I would write these really long posts. And back then it was like Twitter and Facebook, and I could never fit anything I wanted to say into a tweet. I still have that problem right now, as evidenced by this interview. I like to say a lot of words and write a lot of words. And I just have a lot to say. So I started writing these long, valuable posts on Facebook, and people started following them and just raving about them. And they would like lurk for years and then come buy all my shit. And, I just had that happen to me this week, actually. Somebody that's been following me for literally 3 years just came and invested 5 figures. So, it's like building an annuity stream or I call it a magical genie lamp. I'll just tell a story to illustrate. You just add value to people for that long and stuff starts to happen. That's really incredible. So, a couple of weeks ago, I have a portfolio company called Farm Fresh Meals I'm an investor in. And they're a local delivery service. They deliver organic, farm fresh, chef-inspired, meals to your home. And I've been doing their advertising and helping them out. And we were having a meeting with the founder and one of the guys I helped get into the business to help them manage it. And they're like, oh, we're having this problem with Shopify. I'm like, well, I don't really know about Shopify. I ran a Amazon agency, but I don't really know about the nitty-gritty back end. But I know who does. And they're like, well, we should do this. We should hire that person. I'm like, okay, I'll just go do my thing. And I put a post up. 60 seconds later, we hear ding dong. And somebody jumps on Zoom. They're like, hey, what's up, Brad? Okay, cool. What's your problem? Okay, great. And 5 minutes later, the problem's solved. And I'm like, hey, man, what's your PayPal? I'll send you some cash. He's like, no, don't worry about it. All right, see you later. And they're like, who was that guy? I'm like, I don't know. He's like, fucking comes in, solves their problem, and then like Batman, just off into the fucking wilderness. It's like off into the night he goes. And I don't remember who he is to this day. Like, I never met the guy before in my life. So that's just the kind of thing that happens when you are vulnerable, authentic, and share what's really going on. Like, I'll tell it like it is. Like, you read my posts about, wins, losses, and everything in between. And people there's so much bullshit out there and they don't know who to trust. Like, that really resonates with people. So that's my best advice for anybody getting into the internet is just be willing to share your warts and all. Like, I always start with where I started from. I'm a single, only child, injured, alcoholic father. Mom had to leave and I had to figure the fucking shit out. I didn't have any brothers or sisters. I didn't have anybody to protect me. I got my ass kicked all the time. It sucked. I didn't have any friends for a long time. And I slowly built humor and I slowly built rapport and I slowly understood how to be friends with people. And I just went from there. And, I didn't know girls. I didn't get girls. So I read the game and figured out how to talk to girls. I didn't want to be a pickup artist. I just wanted to connect with somebody of the opposite sex. That was like a huge win for me at 19 years old. And now I'm in a beautiful relationship because I never stopped working on myself.
Now, it's just at a basic level. When you say you be vulnerable and share. So take us through exactly what you mean by that. Do you go to your Facebook profile and start talking about your life? Do you open up a group? Do you go to Instagram? Do you pick one? Do you do it on both? What would you recommend?
Yeah. So again, the platforms that existed at the time were like Facebook and Twitter. So I just decided to go on Facebook because it felt to me like the most, it just fit me the best. Like, I'm not a photographer. I don't want to post pretty photos. My posts tend to be long, and it was where a lot of my friends were already. I'd started using it in college. I was comfortable with it. Whatever works for you, but pick a platform and just start being consistent and prolific. If you're consistent and prolific, your talent will have to catch up with you eventually, right?